welcome to another edition of Pigeon Sport Podcast. And today's edition, we will just dive in directly for one of the match we don't give the African continent heartbreak. So far for this World Cup, we'll see and say for the group stages, 9 out of 10 African teams that will qualify successful go through, and the only one will be eliminated, na Tunisia, due to lack of performance from him. And as we don't see the tournament don't progress successfully, only Morocco for inside the African continent don't qualify go for the next stage. Well, today we go talk about another African giant where it don't fall again to the hands of again of the World Cup. We'll talk about Senegal. Senegal lose 3-2 to Belgium, and we go just directly move into the match. So this match of today, Senegal versus Belgium, is not be talked about enough because this match we believe say Senegal na co-African champions, because we know so for Africa we get 2 champions now. We get Senegal and we get Morocco. And we know as Morocco don't already qualify. Actually, it counterpart Senegal get for qualify. But moving into this match, the match start as to be the expectam. Yes, Senegal scored 2 goals. Where the goal scored between Ismail Assal and Diarra. Diarra scored for 25 minutes and Sarr scored for 51 minutes. So Senegal will control the tempo of the game with one-on-one duels, fast attacking wingers, and control over the entire team. And we see and say today they be rest Nicolas Jackson for this match, giving them the player where we play today Ismail Assal, and Ismail Assal record 1 goal today. So this playing today for Senegal, it comes with some positive records because Ismail Assal today a goal don't equal Roger Milla a record, a 1990 record, as one of the very few players to score 4 goals for inside World competition. The only African player to ever do this before na Roger Milla for Cameroon, and now Ismail Assal they can equal the record now, making it 4. Unfortunately, now the record will still be kept at the record will still be shared because no way no day game for you for make them again 5 because Senegal don't come out of the competition. So definitely you go agree with me say Senegal the performance for this World Cup it be dey good, but it no be dey good enough, because you know go tell me say as a team where it the lead for World Cup, you know what they at stake. You know very well say if you win this match, you dey go for the next level, and you go to play that kind of ball where you dey play am. Because we go even hear wait till the Belgium coach talk, Rui Garcia. I go quote wait till he talk. We know those teams they lose their tactical structure towards the end of the match. When protecting a fragile lead late in the game, there is a tendency to panic and sink into a deep low block without maintaining proper defensive lines. This caused midfielders and defenders shape to completely fracture, giving elite European attackers the space they need to punish them. So what did they simply talk for here? Now simply the pattern where it don't be with these African teams them. Because as we be talking before for here, and as we still talking again today, African teams to get a problem where they go need for work on them, and it don't already be too late. So now only till the next edition go work on them. No be half on this. The problem with African teams na say waiting. They play very well. They play creative football, beautiful football. They build from midfield. They get a midfield structure where it lead to an attack, where it actually make they score goals. But now, when it reach the 9 minutes of the game, African teams them they underperform. They stop for perform. We fit take for the case of the other ones that they don't come out. We get Congo. Will come out in the same way. We get all the other African teams them who are not going to dive indirectly, but we need to understand what it is for these African teams them. So then now you don't even make yourself now. They don't talk about the 86-minute case. The 86-minute case for African teams them, because we go see and say in the case of Senegal, Senegal in match we talk about them today. Senegal be the win 2-0 until Romelu Lukaku score for 86 minutes. Now after the 86-minute goal, we will see and say they crumble. They will still get a 1-0 lead, but after they score for the 86 minutes, we see and say the way they decide to play completely change. We get Ivory Coast, where Ivory Coast they draw 1-1 with Norway. 86 minutes, Erling Haaland score. Still that same 86 minutes. We get DR Congo. DR Congo be the win the match 1-0. Now after Hurricanes score for the 86 minutes, where they completely surrender the game. We also get the case of South Africa, where South Africa be the draw 1-1 with Canada, and for 92 minutes for stoppage time, where we will see as it happen. So this African team they get a pattern wey we go talk about am today. They dey play a low block. They dey play low block wey they no sabi play low block. Yes, na just una go talk am today. Una no sabi how to do am, but una dey do am because low block need defensive structure. When you dey play low block, your midfielders dey no get for enter back. Your midfielders dey at least get for stand at least out of the box. At least they dey control the tempo for the midfield. Because when you dey play low block and everybody dey for back, you dey change your formation. You no dey play again in formation. Players now they dey pull in. Now when the players don pull in now, it dey cause so many issues because when you dey play a formation as a team, you dey play 4-3-3. We no say wetin you dey give the other side. You dey give the other side a work for their money, a run for their money, a work for their time. But now when you dey play low block now dey make am. You dey play compact football in such a level way. You at least you need to give your left back and your right back space for fit push forward in case of counter attacks. But we Africans they will not play that kind of ball. When they reach that time now, our left back and right back they enter inside the box. Now midfielders they stand for the surface of the box. And with these European teams they give you constant pressure. When they don't give you pressure upon pressure, football is a game and mistakes must be made. And when mistakes don't be made, so you pay for your errors. Because when person don press in, unfortunately he go see gap, and that gap he go exploit that gap. And when he exploit that gap, we know these European players they get elite players, elite strikers when they don't get that space for that gap, they go eventually score. Because we see and say due to that lack of pressing, due to that high back way they play, give Lukaku that opportunity to score the goal. Same thing for the other match wey give Norway. Erling Haaland be there one way give him space to score goal. Same thing again for this match. Lukaku be get so much space, and we know how Lukaku dey. He go punish. When he get that opportunity, he go punish. We see Yuri Tielemans go. You no fit be a team where you defend such a fragile lead at such a time in the game. Then you go lift up for the enter inside the box for give it that much time for give that volley. Yes, we go to say yes, the goal be a spectacular goal. You know, if it be saved. Yes, they're going to be saved, but it will be prevented. Because if they for succeed, for not give it that breathing space for shoot, because they give it so much breathing space where it permits it for shoot and he scored the goal. Same with the Hurricane Saga. So I need to understand that for these African teams, they're going to need to really work on this. They're going to need to work on this team because they don't see and say the level for Africa not be the level for World Cup, and they don't be deeply punished. So we go dive into some few records we don't be made today. This Senegal he lost for today. Don't make them one of the first teams for World Cup for the past 11 editions for World Cup. Now them now be one of the first. Now them the first African team for the past 11 editions for the African Cup now for World Cup. Now them be the first African team because are they in so much pain when if even talk for this match. For the past 11 editions for the World Cup, this Senegal performance now one of the worst from an African side because the last team for squander a 2-0 lead within a Belgium for 2018 for the World Cup we play for Russia against Japan for 2018. So you need to see and say now actually Belgium be get the negative record and they don't use them back now for balance and back for the hands of the Senegalese players. And also, Yuri Tielemans, this goal was scored for 124 minutes. The penalty was scored for 124 minutes and 44 seconds. They officially set the record for the latest goal for ever be scored for World Cup. So they see and say most of the negative records that Senegal don't carry and go house. And you see and say Senegal get a 2-0 lead to the 86 minutes before they concede 2 goals under 3 minutes. This marks the latest point into a match where a team where they lead 2-0. That means say team where they lead 2-0 for match. For can lose for inside 3 minutes. For inside 3 minutes of play. Now the latest this way any team don't ever lost for World Cup. So we really need to see say Senegal performance today will really be below average. And for World Cup and for this level of game where we know say don't be for the stage where the World Cup don't be now, you need to be high caliber. Only high caliber go win your match. So congratulations to Ismail Assar. Congratulations to the Senegalese team. They tried their best, but their best not be enough. And now they're going to be forced to come back home. So, where to we talk? We don't really know. We'll just expect on the other African teams they decided for the competition. Whether the official will give us some more joy because we'll be the hope say we'll see many African teams will reach the semi-finals for this World Cup, but based on this their performance, the opponent don't already study the tactics. I either already know how to hold the Africans them down. So we go just pray and hope, say probably they go play better, and hopefully we go see more African teams cross go for the next round, because so far so many teams don't fall down and only one don't go forward. So now all the time that we got on today for Pigeon Sport Podcast on this edition, and we hope for soon again. And definitely we pray for the African teams then, because now we don't need include prayer now, because skill don't pass them now. We don't need prayer now to see whether any African team will qualify. Thank you now. See you now on the next edition.